welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the second part of area. Now the second part of area is going to deal with the parallelograms, the trapezoid, and the circle. And in a parallelogram, we also have that part like the triangle. So we have to have the height. And the formula is going to be area equals base times height. Well, you're thinking, well, that's kind of like a rectangle. Well, if we notice here, if I was going to divide this up, let's say I took this little shape here, that little triangle there, and if I moved it over to this side, it would sort of look like this. Okay? And if I move that over there, what I'm going to be left with is a rectangle with the base length of, this down here, so this base, and my height isn't going to change, it's still going to be the same height. So really a parallelogram is kind of like a rectangle that's kind of been tilted, or it's been triangle's been taken off of one side. So the base and the height formula still works. Important note, base and height they must form a 90-degree angle. Okay, so in this parallelogram, base is 15, height is 17, so area equals base times height equals 15 times 17. And if I plug that into my calc here, that's going to give me 255, and my units are still squared, so it's feet squared. Let's talk about trapezoid. Kind of like all these shapes that we've been talking about recently, a trapezoid's got height, how tall it is, and the height is going to be the distance between the bases. So height forms 90 degrees. And it's between the bases. So the bases are the two parallel sides. So parallel sides. So in this case, this trapezoid, these are the two parallel sides, and I'm going to label this base 1, base 2, and this is the height. So the area formula is area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height, and I'll divide it by 2. So a little bit of adding and a little bit of multiplying here. So if I've got this trapezoid, the area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height, and it's over 2. So when I add up the bases, so I've got 10 plus 15, and I'll multiply that times the height of 5, divide by 2. That's going to give me 25 times 5, 125 over 2 is going to give me 62.5 yards squared. Okay, so that's how the formula works. Circle. Got to have the radius. Area formula equals pi times radius squared. So if I've got pi times radius squared, pi is about equal to 3.14, but if I say in terms of pi, means leave it as pi times something. I'll show you what I mean. Well, if I've got the area formula equals pi times radius squared, in terms of pi, it's going to be 14 squared. So 14 times 14, and that's going to be 196 pi inches squared. So if I said in terms of pi, you could literally put this as your answer. Okay, so 196 pi inches squared is the actual area. If I want to know what it was about equal to, that's about equal to 196 times 3.14. So it's about equal to 615.44 inches squared. So those are about equal. All right, that's the basics of area. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.